Hi, everyone. Do let me know if you can hear me okay. Is anybody there? Hi, Esther. Hello, Anna Karen. How are you? And Sharon. Oh, great. I can be heard. It's fantastic. Hope we're doing well. Hello, Red. Sandy. Who else have we got? Christine. Lisa. Hello, Lisa and Cheryl. Hope you're all doing well. Catherine is coming in through Facebook as well. Let's have a look, see what she's working on. So looks like Catherine is still working on SS Battle. Made it all the way across and now working her way down. A full coverage Heaven and Earth design. So come on, guys, share with us what are you working on. I'd love to hear. I've just lost my stream. Oh dear. Not very organised today. So let's see who else have we got. Christine, hello. Ava, hello. Yes, I'm good, thank you. Hi, Daphne, and hi, Rosemary. Hope we're all doing well this evening. So as you can see, I've got my stitching shelf out. I have done 700 stitches on this one today. I've also been working, there's been some overtime still, so not quite as much stitching as I wanted, but you know, it is what it is. Red, you are doing your stamp kit for some easy stitching. Good choice. And Cheryl, you're on a Disney cross stitch. Daphne, Sunflowers by Marianne Broom, charted by Haid. Fantastic. Okay. And let's have a look. What else have we got? Esther's still working on your chocolate, is it your chocolate lab? The heart icon sat in the corner of it. One more comment and I'll see. Yes, chocolate lab. Hi, Maya, how are you? So we are having another mild evening here. We did have another storm this week, but it seems to have abated quite quickly this time. Christine, you're working on your Mirabilia. Not stitched for about a week. Broke my lamp, got replacements, of going for gold. Why not? And Anna Karen, back on Princess Eliana. Stitching the skin 1/1. Yes, the stitching shelf, Rosemary, the colours are just gorgeous on this top shelf. I am thoroughly enjoying the beautiful colours in this one. It's definitely a favourite. Lots of reds and purples and pinks. Just gorgeous. Yeah, I'm not bad, thanks, Maya. Had a checkup with the doctor last week. Well, blood tests are all fine. Liver function is all fine. ECG was all fine. She'd signed that off. So I am fit and healthy. It's just the other bits that are coming in and upsetting my balance a little bit. But I'll be fine. So, yeah, I shall just keep going. Hi, Norma. Yeah, stitching shelf is looking great, isn't it? And Betsy, hello. Oh, I'm glad you're happy to be here. We're happy to have you. Another 1.5 pounds at Fat Club this week, so I'm very nearly at 4.5 stone. So 4 stone, 5.5 pounds. So I keep going onwards and downwards. You know, £1.5 pound a week is absolutely fine at this stage of the game because I've had lots of big losses and I do know that it's going to slow down. So, yeah, I'm still churning out the weight loss. Hi, Mrs. Miggins. Thanks, Christine. Sometimes everything looks fine, but doesn't mean it feels fine. Definitely know how that is. Yep, with you on that one, Maya. Sharon, hi. How are you? Nice of you that you're able to join. I know you normally have visitors, don't you, on a Sunday? Are you working on your lamp? So, yeah, it's not been a bad week, I have to say. It's nice, you know, that I know that I'm healthy and the doctor's happy, you know, with physically how I am. That is more than enough to sort of satisfy my fear about my health and know that, you know, it is, I wouldn't say it's all in my head because there are physical symptoms, but it's manageable. Andy is with me. He's just chomping on, I believe it's a cheese toastie. The girls are upstairs. Hannah's watching the telly. Lauren is in a room. And, yep, standard Sunday evening. Let's get the stitching out. Visiting done, and yes, stitching on the lanterns. I thought so, Sharon. And Rose, Mrs. Megan still stitching Steampunk Tiger now at 10.45%. Cool. Yes, Rosemary, me too. I'm very glad that I've got this clean bill as well. Do have a couple of bits of news, which I'll share with you guys. I'll also share it on my floss tube for Tuesday as well. My Gecko Rouge kit, my Christmas gift, has arrived. It's here. Woohoo! And now I've ordered another. So, yeah. The year of the gecko is looking quite busy. So, yeah, my Sophie Kilpatrick cityscape is here, and the new one I've ordered is a beach scene. So I can't remember the artist or anything offhand because I'm rubbish like that. But yeah, it's lovely. In fact, I can show you the mock-up, can't I? Because it's on my pattern keeper. Okay. Right, it's called Coastal, and it's by Roseanne Bell. And there's the mock-up. Don't go all wonky on me. Look at that. Isn't it lovely? I love all things seaside. So, yeah. That one was a given. Gorgeous, isn't it? And the lovely wildflowers and the sea and the sand dunes and the lighthouse in the distance. Yeah. It's only another 150,000 stitches. You know, stitches, we will never run out, will we? Oh, I've got some model stitching coming this week as well. So I should be fitting that in too. So yeah, things are. I wouldn't say they're hectic, but life is enough to keep me occupied at the moment. Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? I was looking down and I'm thinking, I want to kind of look at something that's not along a theme of what I already have, because I've got fantasy, I've got scenery, I've got blocky stitching, I've got animals, I've got, you know, well, I say scenery, land scenery. What else have I got? Maps and paintings, and, you know, so I figured that I'd look for something just that spoke to me, because like I said, I love all things sea. If I can get out a day at the seaside, if I can eke one out, I'm there. And when I get my house with a big window and a view, I think that seascape will go very nicely. So yeah, so that's been ordered, and it'll get here when it gets here, and park with the other ones for the year of the gecko next year. So that's my stash. One kit arrived, one kit ordered. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. And of course it's coming in its little box as well, so I should be doing an unboxing for you this week, if I can. And I know that, you know, most of you guys will know what the kit sort of looks like, but it's still nice to go through it, isn't it? And when I've unboxed it, I'm going to hopefully get to the bottom of why there's an extra symbol on my pattern keeper that's not on the PDF. So for this week, have I got any plans? Monday, my brother might be coming round to see me. I've not seen him for a while. Got supermarket shop to do. Tuesday, I'm in the office. Wednesday, working from home. Thursday, I'm in the office and then at weigh-in. Friday, and his kids arrive for the weekend. Standard week, really. Of course, I've had my stepdad here Sunday dinner time as well. And he'll be here next week. So, yeah. And then, yeah, so I've got next week at work, and then another week, and then I'm off for a week. So, yeah, 2 more working weeks, and then that's it for a whole week. Well, with the weekends and stuff, it works out about 10 days, doesn't it? 10 or 11 days. So, hi, Katinka. Just come from questioning my daughter on chemistry. Need some stitching now. Yeah, I bet you do. Chemistry was not one of my favourite subjects. How did she do? It's very warm in this house tonight. Do you think it's warm, love?
Yeah.
fingers crossed that milder weather's coming along with the lighter nights. I think we get, my stepdad said earlier, we get something like an extra 3 minutes of daylight a day.
Something like that, yeah. Well, it ought to be right, because, you know, the time we hit summer, it's like still light at 8 o'clock at night, isn't it? So, so I suppose it's about right. Makes my job easier anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, you can be out filming for longer, can't you?
If I want to be.
Oh, come on. That's better. We have a retest in an hour or so. Oh, have you sent her to go and revise some more?
That's how warm it is, Nikki.
Oh, yeah. You're stripping off, dear.
Yes.
Keep my stream PG, thank you.
I'm not about to put myself in front of the camera in this state. Let me tell you, ladies, it's not a pretty sight.
Yeah, she's been sent to revise. Oh dear. And what stitching have you got out then, Katinka? Let us know. Just mark off these stitches before I get lost. Anybody else got any news to share? Anything happening? Just flick over to Facebook, just check my messages. It's been one of those pretty boring weeks this week. After going to the doctor, I went into the office Tuesday, I went into the office Thursday. It's just been a case of work, really. I've had years, overtime is still on, so I'm just busy doing overtime. Katinka still working on my Port Mauve butterfly. Lovely. Anyone else been playing this new Pal World game? Nope. Oh, keep going blurry, I'm really sorry. Let me just move the camera up a little bit. Sometimes doing that just stops it from blurring out. Cheryl, I'm waiting for new kits coming from Tapestry Market. Lovely. My fiance's played it non-stop since it released this weekend, and I've joined him for some hours this weekend. Oh, it's not something I'm familiar with. Oh, I have got some news. Oh, it's not showing on here now. I believe I'm up to 1,500 subscribers. Oh no, I've dropped that down to 1,499. I was at 1,500. Now it's dropped back down. Nearly at 1,500 subscribers, which is quite nice. It's taken a long time to get 500 subs. It's taken a year. Just over a year. Because I was at 1,000 in sort of November time, I think, last year. Not last year, year before. Oh. I'm in a choir and we had a concert, so my energy has been sucked, but my soul is so happy. Fantastic. I can sing very loudly, very badly when I want to. Normally it's because there's a child crying next door and I need to drown it out with something. So I put my headphones on and sing. That's only something that I do when I'm alone in the house. My fiance has been playing it non-stop since it released. I've joined him for the seminars this weekend. Not been doing that much stitching because of it. What kind of game is it, Maya? Is it a platform or a racing or building a town or that kind of thing? What is it? I have a few games that I play through misplay, but I just sort of open up the game and set my phone aside and just let it do its thing. And then I get points, which I convert into vouchers. I do that a lot. And I use a lot of loyalty apps as well. I hope I'm not the only one. Has Hannah done any more of diamond painting? I'm not sure. She's not. Oh, I think I saw her doing some on either Monday or Wednesday last week. I can't remember which day. She's doing that butterfly and she's at least halfway through it now. But she's doing it sort of in little chunks, just little bits at a time. But Hannah obviously is quite busy because she does the volunteering at the kennels and she's still awaiting a start date for her job because if they've got to do the CRB checks, she's still waiting for that to come back. And you know, she goes up and spends time with the granddad as well, so she doesn't actually have a lot of time to spend diamond painting. But I'm sure I saw her doing some this week. Oh, it's a kind of survival game with Pokemon-like pals. Oh, right. I have to say I'm not a terribly big gamer. Yes, I've got this misplay app, but I just kind of just use it passively to earn, you know, money for shopping vouchers, and cost of living and all that. It all helps, doesn't it? I'm trying to get all the different pals. My fiance is trying to unlock some guns or something. Oh, right. Hi, Missy. How are you doing? I hope you're well. And are you stitching or are you doing something else today? Bit of confetti in these books. It's surprising actually how much confetti there is in these. I used to play Sims, but it took up too much time. I've never played Sims, Sharon. I know that, I think girls have. Have you ever played Sims, love?
No.
Pretty sure Hannah's had it, hasn't she? Sims. Do fine, just put down my stitching tap dancers by a long dog sampler, 75% done. Lovely. And now crocheting a scarf. Fantastic. Keeping yourself busy then, Missy, which is good. Always good to have a focus, isn't it? So to keep yourself busy. Oh God, that helps dropping my needle, doesn't it? There we go. There's not much gameplay and it gets boring quite quickly. Yeah, at least you've got stitching, eh? Stitching, diamond painting. There's always something. Don't mind those kind of work. It's just, you know, housework and employment work and things that I mind. Needlework, I don't mind. Let's get rid of this spark thread. Stitching will always be there. Yep, it certainly will. Yep. I think with this hobby, once you start it and you get into it, you don't really want to leave it, do you? I certainly don't. But honestly, if I never bought another, oh, somebody's beeping away. If I never bought another pattern again, I'd have enough for the rest of my life and more. Half of the fun of it, isn't it, is stashing up. And if it's something that brings you happiness, I mean, it doesn't hurt anyone. Yes, there's a financial outlay, but, you know, it's not, I mean, I don't go out, I don't drink, I don't smoke. So this is my hobby. I mean, there are worse things, aren't there? Sharon's the only hobby you've been consistent with since 1997. Yeah, for me, it's the one I've been consistent with since 1989. That's when I started stitching. Long time ago. "14 years old when I started. With a Kandamar Designs kit. I begged my mother for Christmas.
Kandamar Designs?
Yep.
I've never heard that name before.
No, because it doesn't exist anymore, I don't think.
Well, that might explain it.
I've got the pattern. It was my unicorn. I found it, if you remember.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was Kandamar Designs.
Yeah. I have more patterns than I will ever stitch, but love collecting them. Agree, Christine. Yeah, that's the same with me. I've got books, magazines, part works, patterns, printouts, all kinds of stuff. Emails with patterns on them.
More than you know what to do with.
Some that I haven't even put in the pattern keeper yet. My pattern keeper is full. And definitely yes, Andy, more than I know what to do with.
Has Pattern Keeper got a limit on it?
No, I don't. Well, I don't think so. Well, to me, it looks full. It just looks full. Okay. It's got more patterns in it than I'd like. Missy, my friend invited me to a craft show, so we're going on the 7th of February, and maybe some haul is coming home. Oi, great stuff. Love a good craft show. I was into horses in my teens that consumed everything, but so grateful for the little kit I was given. Started the hobby off. Yep. Yes, Missy, you'll have to let us know about this craft show, because we will all be waiting. We'll all remember. The only limit is the storage of your tablet. Yep, that's true. So for Pattern Keeper, the only limit is the storage on my device. Get my hair done this Saturday. Have a trim and a tidy up, because I'm beginning to look a bit floofy. My hair is quite thick. Oh, thank you, Missy. Yes, take some pictures and share them with me. Yep, that's what I've been doing, Maya. Some patterns I have just emailed to myself. Mind you, even the ones I've put in Pattern Keeper, I've emailed to myself as well, because you never know. So... And Andy was trying to persuade me into a new start earlier this week, weren't you, dear?
I was, but it didn't work.
I will win that bet.
Wait, so what happens at the end of the bet if you don't do any new starts?
I get another Gecko Rouge kit.
To go along with the one that you're now, going to get, thanks to the Christmas one showing up.
Yeah, I've already ordered that one.
I know.
And then I get my Gold Club voucher in, I think it's May. I might not punish you with a Gecko Rouge kit, dear.
No, please don't.
Yes, he asked me when the Sophie Kilpatrick one came, would I start? Nope. I will not. I'm very patient. No, I'm waiting for it to arrive, Maya. So there's one coming this week. And it shouldn't take long. It's not a lot of stitches. So it'll not chip much out of my stitchy time. I might even be able to load that into Pattern Keeper. Oh my days. Speaking of new starts, how many have I got for 2025? I have got, I think, 7. I've got the bee, the Lorna Lane bee, Lorna Lane magpie, Terramango witchy cat, Leslie Thingy's summer sun, Gecko Christmas cat, the Terramango Christmas cat, the Sophie Kilpatrick one, the Cityscape, and the new Seaside one. Missy, the pictures will occasionally sort of blur in and out. It's because my camera is daft. It doesn't tend to like live streams, and I can't seem to lock the focus. But, you know, it looks like it's been clear for a while, so you might just want to have a look at the little cog at the bottom of your picture on YouTube and just adjust your resolution. So yeah, 7 so far, plus then the one I'm going to get with the voucher. And I think then at 8, I think I should have enough new starts, shouldn't I? And what I'll do is I'll do like a, you know, start one every month or something and have a spinny wheel. Need to round it up to 10. Well, it's to see how many kits I can get with my club voucher. I've missed a stitch there. Yes, I have. Silly sausage. So yeah, so 7. So I'll certainly have 1 or even 2 kits with my Gold Club voucher. What do I think I can finish cross-stitch projects in 2024? Well, certainly Autumn Waltz, because that's not far off done. I'm at almost 70% on that. And in Stitch Palette told me it'd be finished in March. Then, of course, the next one is Mary Princess, which I will also probably finish. And then I'm hoping for a 3rd one. So, mind you, if I've got 8, I can do 1 month, miss a month. 1 month, miss a month. Do it starts like that. Stagger the starts. Give me a chance to sort of get some miles in on them and into rotation properly. Do I often UFO project? Very rarely, because everything that I've got that started, I have, whilst even though it's not currently in rotation, I intend on finishing it. The only 2 that are not out on a regular basis now are Pandemic and my stamp kit, The Window of Christmas. But they will be. They won't be left behind fully. I do try not to UFO anything. If I do ever UFO anything, it's normally a very, one of those like little kits that are about sort of this big, and I might have made a mistake in it, or I can't fudge and it's too far back for me to unpick it, so I'll get cross and I'll UFO that. But certainly big projects I don't UFO. I put too much time and effort in them to consider UFO in them, and I'm stubborn. So I will stubbornly carry on stitching it. I shouldn't have think that at all in 2025 I'll have a finish, because I'll be having at least 8 new starts. Having said that, 2026 will again be a no new start year. It might also be a no purchase year, with the exception of my Gold Club voucher. Hi, Cloudy Rose. Oh, you love my nails. Thank you. Getting ready to be done again. They are purple. They're like an indigo, sort of a purpley blue and a touch of silver. But they're getting ready to be done because this one's chipping. I don't know if you can see. 320. You're all right, Kiddy. You've got a sniff snuffs.
Oh, the sniff snuffs all day.
Oh dear. Okay, you're getting past.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep, so I will try not to UFO anything if I can help it. And, you know, lots of my upcoming Gecko Rouge kits are reasonably small and small enough to take into office and things. So, you know, there's no excuse for any sort of office new starts because I've got lots of stuff going on. And there is not a single piece that I'm working on at the moment that I wouldn't stitch to a finish because I love them all. Even She Sleeps, which took me a long time to get into stitching it. I don't know why, because it's a gorgeous piece. I don't know if it was a combination of colours or the colours in the fabric or what, but it took me ages to get into stitching it. But now I love it. I love working on She Sleeps. It's been out this week. Well, if you'd have seen my stitch with me, you'll have seen it. But yeah, I love it. And I've got of course, all my projects are different as well, aren't they? There's, you know, different themes or different subjects, and you know, rather than have like the same theme across all of my projects, if I do something a bit different on each one, it keeps me interested as well. Andy doesn't mind what I stitch because he just says I look weird without stitching in my hands. Is that right, dear?
It does.
I was chatting on Facebook earlier this week, and somebody was saying about, you know, where do you stitch? Well, I've stitched basically anywhere. Come on. Now it's going to touch blurry. That's it. I've stitched on buses, trains, trams, planes, in cars. I've stitched in cafes. I've stitched at schools. The only place I haven't stitched lately is in my slimming class. I've stitched in hotels. I've stitched on the seafront. There's no place that I wouldn't pick up my stitching if the situation was right. Out it comes. And of course, I mean, as you guys know, I stitch a lot. I stitch in every moment that I can. Oh, Missy, her husband's just got you she sleeps and you're thinking of doing it as a cushion on 18 count. Oh, lovely. Mine's going to be a touch big for a cushion. Autumn Waltz isn't. Autumn Waltz is going to be turned into a cushion. Oh, come on. Sorry, let me just flick the camera because it's just plain silly devils. That's better. You wish you could do that, Cloudy Rose. Why not? You know, I don't have sort of any qualms about it. And if somebody asks me what I'm doing, I quite happily tell them. I remember having a chat with the British Airways stewardess. Do you remember that, Andy?
Yeah, I do.
Was it Switzerland when we went to Switzerland?
It was on the way back from Switzerland, yeah.
Yeah, it was that trip. We went to Geneva a few years ago, and it was a British Airways flight, and the air hostess, she was lovely. And we were talking for ages about what I was doing. She went, "Look at you being all creative," you know, and I'm sort of there on the plane, you know, go watch the safety demonstration, and then that's it, you know, because they're not bothered, are they, as long as you watch the safety thing. Oh my goodness, it's blaring up. Oh, let's just try that. See if that helps. I see you stitching a bowling alley. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You know, I mean, obviously you guys know that I stitch in office as well. I get a tram to work, and when it was during lockdown, because there were very few people on the tram, I used to sit on the tram. Worked for me. But now it's a little bit busier, and I tend to travel in with somebody, so I'm chatting to him anyway. I'm easily distracted, and knitting is easier to carry around. Well, I suppose it depends on the stitching, doesn't it? I mean, if I'm in the car, then anything goes. I can just take whatever, but I see what you mean. But for me, I find knitting bulkier, knitting and crochet bulkier to carry around. So, because I usually fit my stitching in a like a little wallet that's just over A4 size. Because I'll only take a small piece, you know, like Mary Princess, for example, or Autumn Waltz. Lord of the Rings travel posters travelled with me as well when I was doing those. Right, 1-5. Ooh. But I've crocheted in the car as well. When I was doing Matilda's letterbox topper, very often, well, when we went to not Penrith, Cumbria, I was crocheting often in the car. Miss it. I knit everywhere, even when walking. I knit socks when I walk. And yes, you get to talk to a lot of different people. Yeah, you do. People are curious, aren't they? You know, as to what you're doing. I've walked and crocheted before when I've done like little granny squares with a ball of yarn in my pocket and just sort of crocheted as I was walking along. That was fun. But But yeah, it's part of my routine now when I'm going into office. So laptop, keyboard, mouse, notepad, lanyard, lunch, stitching, headphones. Make sure I check all of those things. I knit a beanie whilst grocery shopping with my mum a few weeks ago. Fantastic. So you go into the shop with a ball of yarn and knitting needles and come out wearing a new hat. Sounds like a fantastic shopping trip. Quite a lot of these crafts are very portable, aren't they, though? Although, I mean, I've never seen anybody else in the office doing any sort of crafts during the lunches or anything. I might do one day, I suppose. I gave Envy a face this week. Face is about 95%, I would say, completed. Looks lovely. She's very pouty. So yeah, that looks good. What else did I work on? Realm of Middle Earth map, Envy, She Sleeps, this one, and Autumn Waltz. Red, yes, you go and rest. I hope you have a really good week. And you take care. Thanks for popping in. I want to get all 7 sins. They are so beautiful. Yes, they are. I've got all 7. I got the patterns years ago. And it's definitely my plan to do all 7 of them. Because of the way I am, they'll be done in alphabetical order, because I started off with Avarice, now Envy, and the next one will be Gluttony. It's just the way I am. And Gluttony's lots of blues, I think. Is it blues or is it pinks? No, Sloth is blues. Gluttony's pinks. And peaches. Vanity's purple. Wrath and Luster are burgundy and red. And Sloth is blue. Oh, look at that, we're going right up to the wrong end of my work then. What a numpty. I've got a few other pieces of Marta Daleks as well. Love her work, absolutely love it. I've got Andromeda, certainly, which is all greens. I've got bubbles. And there's something else, but it's escaping me. There's a little feature coming in here, but I don't know what it is going to be yet. But there's something definitely here. Oh, do you know? So let's start from the other end. Could be. It looks like sort of vase shape, doesn't it, Missy? I'll have to have a look on the mock-up actually. Or maybe just let the stitches do the talking. Definitely something, isn't there? Yes, my hair's definitely getting longer. My fringe is starting to get in my eyes. I've washed my hair tonight and it just feels like it's getting in my eyes in the way. Still enjoying having short hair though. It's definitely me. I'm going to have a look at this week's stitching repertoire. I think Awesome Waltz is in rotation this week, so I might get even closer to a finish. So it's the Stained Glass Lord of the Rings, which will have a stitch with me. Autumn Waltz. Let's have a look. Get my little book out. Yeah, Lord of the Rings Stained Glass tomorrow and Tuesday. Autumn Waltz Wednesday, Thursday. Sailing Fairy Friday, Saturday. And then next Sunday, it's Daughter of the Deep.
I love how you've got a schedule for them all, Nikki.
Yep, I have an order. And the order is planned purposely so that I'm stitching on something very different. Like I'm doing this, which is confetti heavy now.
Yeah.
But my next one will be the Lord of the Rings Stained Glass, which is not confetti heavy. It's a lot of block stitching.
Mm-hmm.
Then Autumn Waltz, which is lots of browns and oranges. And so on.
Uh-huh.
But anyway. Yeah. They all have the little place. So come on. Back onto my thing. Thank you. They'll have a little place in my schedule. Come on. Right, 9:30. When I was 20, my hair was 1 meter long, but now it's about bra length. Right. I've had hair long enough that I could sit on it. And actually in recent times as well. It was very long, not so long back, wasn't it, love? No, not listening. Just gonna have a drink of tea. Oh. Hannah's hair is very long. It's down to her hips. Lauren's is quite long too. Lauren's is really silky. Beautiful. I used to colour my hair as well because when I was younger, my hair was very red, very open. And I have coloured it in the past, different shades of reds and browns. But I gave up colouring it quite a while ago because I figured, you know, people would pay to have their hair my colour. And people do, don't they? They pay to have their hair greyed. Sharon, mine's really short and grey. Snap. Although I mean, mine is not as short as it could be. Yes, Missy, mine's really thick as well. There's my missing needle. Lost the needle earlier today. Found it now. I think, you know, that's why I'm having to have it done like every 6 weeks because of its thickness. Because she thins it every time, but then it just feels like the underneath of it is really thick. So, it's like my own dander layer. Ninja stitches. Somebody's asking me on Instagram how many thread cards I have. And I'm thinking it's about 24 or something like that of these cards on my master set. I think it's at least 24. Ooh, gonna get some colours now in this bit. My hair's beginning to turn grey and I love it. For many years I coloured it with henna, but I haven't done it for 3 years now. I used to use henna as well, but I didn't find it was as good as, you know, like a proper sort of hair dye kind of thing. So I did stop using the henna fairly quickly, but I did find that once it was coloured, having a bit of henna on helped, you know, with showing regrowth. But my hair's pretty rubbish when it comes to things like colours and perms as well. It doesn't take well to perm in my hair. Although I can sit and curl it and it'll look great, you know, if trying to come in anywhere near it with a perm, it'd be like, nope. Done quite well on this. Over 200 stitches so far, which isn't bad considering the amount of colour changes I've had. Got 2 little books sort of pretty much done anyway. It is messy. It always makes me happy when I look at it. The lovely colours that are in it, they just brighten up your day, don't they? Love working on this piece. Love to work on it more, but so many projects. This one's a regular size max colour as well, so not overwhelming in size, and all of the glorious colours. About 250 colours, I think, in this one.
Oh dear.
All right, dear, you're very quiet.
I know. I ain't got a lot to say tonight, to be fair. But I've had my headphones on, so I haven't really been sort of listening to what's going on. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do because of that. What have we got? How long have we got left? About 20 minutes-ish?
Something like that.
All right, well, I'm here for the next 20 minutes. I shall be very vocal.
Oh, dear.
or at least more vocal than I have been. This is not a bad thing, surely, is it? Or is it?
Never said that.
Well, it's not. In a way, it's kind of, you know, what the people think, isn't it?
Yeah. Sharon, can't wait to see the detail on your Amy Stewart. No, I can't wait either. Are you still hunkered down in your window with the little light at the back of you, kind of thing? Wondering what your neighbours will think?
The light.
I won't be worrying about them.
Did I miss the boat here?
Yeah, it was a comment from a while back.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
But you don't watch my videos, so you don't know about my comments.
No, I don't watch them because I make them.
Yeah, but you don't watch them while you make them.
Well, I kind of do in a way.
You usually have a ringside seat from your floss tube, don't you?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You're very good at doing those. But all of Nikki's videos are edited by moi. Every single one.
Yes, because I'm rubbish.
Well, it's not that, Nikki. It's just that I think it's more a case of if you have the editing software on your laptop. If you did, you probably would do them yourself, wouldn't you? Or maybe.
Well, yeah, but I'm rubbish without like that.
To be fair, the editing is pretty easy to learn. It's just a.
I ain't got patience.
We haven't got any laptop, have you? So you can't, can you?
No, because it's only a Chromebook, not a computer.
Yes, I have noticed this about Chromebooks. They don't seem to have the sort of
The capacity.
no.
Well, that's why I'm looking. That's why I'm looking for a proper computer when I get my when I get my bonus.
Why did you whisper that?
Because I don't want girls to hear because they'll come and put their orders in. I think about start a supersized max colour, but don't know what chart to do. Maybe an Amy Stewart piece, but you really have to love it. Yes, you do, because supersized max colour is a lot of commitment. I've got 2, and if you've heard my stitch with me, I was talking about it. I don't plan on having any more supersized max colour charts until at least one of them is finished. Because I think for me it would be foolish. I'm not saying that, you can't have more than 2. Everybody's different.
As many as you want, surely.
But for me, I set that ceiling at 2. You've got to have the time to stitch it. You've got to have the motivation to stitch it, and you've got to love it enough to see it through. Or you just risk it becoming a UFO and hours and hours and hours of time that you've spent on it, but you haven't got a completed piece to show for it. So for me, I won't have any more than 2.
This is kind of why I don't understand all these people who've got like 200 new stars.
Well, you don't, but we do because we're stitchers. It's an obsession.
You're telling me.
I'm sure they're not forming a queue looking in your window. Well, you might get a knock on the door one day asking what you're doing. You never know. It's nice when Andy's chatting too. There you go.
Yes. Sometimes I am lost in my phone and I don't actually, say anything. I have my headphones on as well, so we've got them on. You've got no chance. You can't hear a thing with them on.
Good headphones. Take stitching time also. Yeah, absolutely, Sharon. So supersized max colour, the 2 I've got are close between them, are close to 2 million stitches. My Afromov piece is 991,000, and Daughter of the Deep I think is close on 800,000. So for me, considering the other whips I've got, the other big pieces, if I took on another supersized max colour, it'd be crazy because I'd never get anything done. Good point, Sandy. Thank you. See, somebody supports me.
Well,
if I had to edit, there'd be less stitching time.
Yeah, Nikki. I'm not saying that I shouldn't do it. I'm just saying that the only reason that I do it is because you haven't got it on your laptop. It's pretty. The editor's pretty easy to learn how to use. I still do have arguments with it myself, but there we go.
The Amazing Animals Kingdom, I'm going to diamond paint this next year. Oh, lovely. Now, you see, I've never really fancied that as a chart. I like animals. I'd never harm an animal. You know, I'm you know, but though that one, I look at it and I just think, it's not me. I don't fancy that.
You don't fancy it. You don't fancy it.
Seen a few people do it, and I've seen it completed. Tracy from Tracy's Craft House, or World of Stitches as she is now. She's done the Amazing Animal Kingdom and finished it. I think it was before Christmas last year, not last year, 2022. But yeah, it looked lovely. Just not my subject matter.
Hey.
Do I have an online library of your finished projects on Facebook or Instagram? I have got pictures on Instagram. I've got some pictures on my Facebook too. So Katinka, you can of course add me as a friend on there as well. I've got lots of folders of cross stitching, but they're not. I don't have a folder with finishes in, but there's lots of stuff in there to look at. So, yeah, by all means.
Cool. Oh, I will be back shortly. I just need to go and.
You need to go upstairs?
Yes.
Okay. If I do a supersized max colour on 18 count and turn it into a bedspread, yeah. If you can get this 18 count fabric big enough. I looked at doing a supersized max colour on 18 count and I couldn't get fabric big enough. So you'd have to check that one out, Missy. You know, just make sure. I couldn't fit it on 20 count either. So I ended up doing mine on 25. Just do a quick mark off. All right, Sharon, no problem at all. Go and watch your 22 Kids and Counting. I think the last time I saw that program, there were about 18 or something, 18 Kids and Counting. So sounds like they need to buy a telly. But yeah, go and have a lovely evening. And I'm sure that I'll speak with you in the week. Yeah, Missy, that's the other option, of course. Yeah, piece it together so you can get the right size.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Well, the cat is
Probably in with Hannah.
usually down by now, asking for food.
Yes, I will, Sharon. Thank you. Would not be long. I think we'll be about another 10 minutes.
Yeah, or thereabouts, depending on how long.
Yeah.
How much longer do you want to talk? Stitching shelf is looking nice.
He's looking nice.
He's looking nice.
He's nice.
Yes. Any Borat fans in?
Beautiful and colourful, this piece. You know, I say it all the time, it's the colours.
Well, you see, the great thing about it is, sorry, you're going to get my hand in shot here, is that here you've got some like greens and stuff, right? And then you have
Oranges
and purples and pinks and that. There isn't just a single block, if you like, of one colour. It's kind of different all the way across, which is, I suppose, a good thing because you're not getting bored, are you? Of the same colour.
And then, you know, when you see sort of little features come out.
Well, yeah.
Like at that end, there's a wine bottle and glass.
And at this end, you've got
I've got a hummingbird.
Whatever this thing is. Is this a key?
That's a key.
Yeah.
Butterfly there.
Yeah.
I think that's a bird there as well, like a.
It looks like a bird, yeah.
Parrot or something.
And this
something's coming here. That's a lady.
Yeah.
And then there's the hourglass, and then we move along. Butterfly, another lady. You know, there's little things that come up in it all along. Every time I pick it up, I'm finding something new.
It's the ideal piece for this frame as well. When you think about it.
Quick mark off. Three, 8, 5, 8. See, Andy doesn't stitch much himself these days. Doesn't have time.
I don't stitch it all. Where you got that from?
Yeah, but you did have stitched.
Well, yeah, I have done some stitching in the past, but I wouldn't say it's something that I like regularly.
What I was about to say is that you don't stitch much yourself. You know, certainly you're too busy to do so these days, but you can appreciate it.
I can appreciate it, yeah. I always have appreciated it. Stitching is a fine art. And I know you keep saying to me it's just following a pattern, but you have to be fairly talented to do it.
We were saying though last week, I don't know if you heard it, we were talking about the interpretation of the pattern, because sometimes, you know, you might put the wrong colour in. Sometimes you might have a hooky stitch here and there.
Well,
you're putting your own stamp on it.
I imagine somewhere in this piece you've put a stitch wrong, have you not?
Oh, I've fudged once or twice on this one, yeah.
But not enough for you to frog?
No. It's my own unique stamp. You know, certainly on big pieces like this, I don't think there's a stitcher in the world that's followed every stitch as per the pattern. Still looking at it.
Yes, I'm still looking at it. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Good. Good. I just
wine bottle and glass there.
Yeah, it's out of shot though. People can't see that.
And that's my 4 birds, 4 bluebirds. My hot air balloons.
Just going to read some of the comments. See if I can.
I wouldn't imagine it'll be too long, and I'll be turning into. This will be turning towards the next shelf, the summer shelf.
Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me.
How long have you been stitching this one now?
Since August 2022. And I'm not at 20% yet, 18.76 as it stands right now. 70,000, just under 70,500 stitches.
And what does Pattern Keeper say is your estimated finish date?
not Pattern Keeper, it's
Stitch Pal.
Stitch Pal, and I don't know because I'm using my phone to record to broadcast this live.
I can work it out. If you're on 18%, that's almost a fifth, and you said August 2022. So if we call August 2024 a fifth at 20%, which is about right with all the other projects you've got, it's basically taking you 2 years to do a fifth.
It's going to take 10 years.
So
then.
10 years, apparently, yes. So 2032 by my calculations.
That sounds about right. You nearly have a heart attack when you find out when Night Cafe will be done. I think it's something like 2058.
Lauren will be 40 odd, 50 odd, maybe.
I know it's got longer than that. Longer than she would be 48.
That's older than you are.
I know.
No, hang on.
No, I'm 49
You're 49
now.
now. Yeah, of course. Sorry, you're 49. Yes, but Lauren will be 48 when that one's done, apparently.
You're on it 4.5. Are you doing this one as well, Clover Stitcher? Is it same one? Regular size, match colour? Come on.
Max Colour isn't really Max Colour, is it?
This one has got...
The only reason I'm saying that is because I know there are 400 and odd DMC colours.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact number, but it's 400 and something, isn't it?
It's about 487, I think.
Yeah. But Max Colours tend to be only like 200 and something.
This one is, well, yeah, but it depends on what the pattern software reads as the maximum colour for that pattern. If it was a grayscale, your max colour might only be 30 or 40 colours. But for this one, the max colour is 235. 235 colours in this piece.
You see, I take Max Colours to mean you're using every single.
Yeah, but you can't put in a colour that's not there.
I don't know, if the piece was big enough and colourful enough, maybe you could.
On Night Cafe, 240 colours. That's the max colour. And on Daughter of the Deep, if it would open it PDF, 238. So yeah, quite right, Sharon. So it looks like, yeah, the max colours are around about 240. But the tartan itself has 250 symbols to use. That's very true, Missy, because we know about some charting software because we've got some from doing our photo conversions. And some charts, some symbols, you can't read in Pattern Keeper. Pattern Keeper just hasn't got
the capacity
to pick it up.
It's a brilliant program. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't use it because obviously I don't stitch. But I've seen Nikki using it, and you swear by it, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I used to have to print things off, and use it on used paper, which was a pain in the bum. But Pattern Keeper's just made that so much easier, and it saved printing and all.
Well, yeah, it's just more convenient because you got it on a tablet.
Yeah, and it's more portable.
Yes, which means you can take it anywhere.
Yeah, more portable than a bit of paper.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Well, paper is by its very definition a portable thing,
but when you're moving paper around from place to place, it can get
lost, it can get torn, it can get
damaged,
spilt on it. At least, you definitely can't tear your tablet. Mind you, I suppose you can break it.
Yes, that's also true, Anna Karen. Supersize can't be more than 999 stitches on the longest side. Yeah. Yep.
So the largest chart you can ever have is 999 by 999.
On that software we've got, yes, because I think it's the same or very similar to the software that Heaven and Earth Designs use.
Surely there are cross stitch charts out there that are more than 999 stitches.
I don't know. I've seen them only 999 wide. I haven't seen any bigger than that. Mind you, having said that, there was that world map by Gecko Rouge. Let's have a look, actually.
It's an interesting thing, isn't it?
Yes, interesting theories, this. Right, so is it Maria Rabinki? Something like that. Right. Modern cross-stitch kits. Browse all. Price high to low.
High to low.
Of course, the Wonderful World Map, I think it is called. Just let the website do its thing. Is about 2 million stitches.
That's a lot of stitches.
Yeah, Wonderful World Map illustration by Maria Rabinki. So it is 1,592 by 1,150. And it's 171 colours. So I don't know what software is that Gecko Rouge use, but they obviously can clearly get more. Put that in completely wrong place. Clearly can get more than the 999. So they're obviously using different software. Because I know, I do believe that one is Pattern Keeper compatible. It's a lot of money for that kit as well. So on 28 count even weave 1/1, you're looking at over 1,100 Great Britain pounds. But you would definitely never have to stitch anything else ever again to do that, because it's 2 million stitches. You'd need to dedicate yourself to it, wouldn't you? I've no idea what the software is from for that Gecko Rouge use. I haven't got a clue. I mean, we have Pattern Maker software, and I know that there are companies that use Pattern Maker. I don't know if that's the exact one that Haid use. I don't know if it's the one that Charting Creations use. I don't know if it's the one that Painfree use, etc., etc. It's one of a number of software programs out there. But I do know that the one that we have for doing photo conversions is limited by its symbols, by its size. So yeah, absolutely, Sharon. And if you buy one skein of thread, when you're cross stitching on a budget, if you buy like a few skeins at a time, how many stitches can you get out of them skeins before you have to buy some more?
Very true.
Absolutely loads. You see, if I could have got the PDF for that, then I would have been tempted to buy the PDF, but I wouldn't have been able to get a piece of fabric to put it on. I would have had to do what Missy is saying about the 18 count and sort of bolt a couple of pieces together. Let's do a mark off. Right, so cool. That's part of why I'm not going to stitch it. I would only need to get the thread for one project at a time. Yep. I used to be a very monogamous stitcher. I'm no longer a very monogamous stitcher. Trouble is, there's too much temptation. But I certainly do think that, with a few exceptions, it's going to be stitching from stash for me for the foreseeable. I've also seen people who have you know, if they've not got that a particular colour in the stash, they've just used the closest one, you know, and use their own, you know, colours in the design. Honestly, sometimes it works, sometimes not so much. But again, it's a way of making your work unique, isn't it? Yeah, I'm fortunate that, you know, the money that pays for my cross stitching is earned in addition to my earned income from work, because that's all kind of taken up. And I, you know, we do have like bonuses at work and so on. So I'm lucky that I can sort of ring fence somewhere. I get stuff gifted, which very much helps. But yep, Sharon, absolutely agree that, you know, if you don't have spare money, and that's that, isn't it? I think that's why I went through a phase of buying charts, because certainly when the kids were younger, when the girls were little, every penny that I had was, you know, spent on them. But I did buy charts and I did buy the occasional magazine. Because now as I've got older and I've been able to earn a living, you know, it's got that bit easier to buy stuff for my hobby. And of course, doing the kitting previously meant all the coins that I have and that are left over are all bought and paid for. So I'm good for thread. I don't have every single one, but I have the vast majority. It's only occasionally that I have to make a thread order and then put it in the hands of the postman to make sure it gets through the right letterbox. All day we spent trying to get my flaming threads back. Because I went round a couple of times. You went round, didn't you? Several times. Absolute pain in the whatnot. How do I store my leftover thread? I just have them on a master set. So, you know, if I have kitted up something separately and I can match the DMC numbers, I'll just put them on my master set. Nothing gets wasted if I can help it. My niece goes to car boots and gets some great cross-stitch thread bargains. Yeah. Car boots, charity shops, bric-a-brac markets, tabletop sales. I've used them all. I got a couple of nice kits from a charity shop in Gosport in the summer when we were on holiday. Sometimes people start and think, no, it's not for them. Lots of people started stitching during lockdown because it was something for them to do. And then when the world, as it were, started to open back up, there was lots of posts on like Facebook Marketplace and stuff, selling cross-stitch stuff cheap. I got quite excited in one of my local groups because somebody was like, anyone only here cross-stitch? And I thought, oh, I could make another stitchy friend. Nah, just turned out she wants to sell some of the stash. And I'm like, nah, I've got loads. I could sell you some. So after these few stitches are done, I am going to stop for the night because that will be 1,000 stitches done today and 300 in the last couple of hours, which is fantastic.
Pretty good going.
And
it's always good going with you, sweetheart.
I'm quite tired tonight, so I'm ready for bed. I slept in actually this weekend. I slept in till 8 o'clock yesterday, which is not like me.
Yeah, then I slept until 8 o'clock today, which is
Not
certainly
like you.
not like me.
I slept until about 7 today.
I don't do sleeping in, just so people know that. I don't know what sleeping in is.
But I must have been tired, mate, to sleep in like I did yesterday. Because it's not like me, is it? Even Christmas Day, I was up at 5 o'clock. Everybody else was busy snoring away, and there I was down here stitching. Excuse me. Right, so it'll be my usual schedule this week. So stitch with me tomorrow, which will be ASMR style, which I'll be filming that for release on Wednesday. And that's going to be my Lord of the Rings stained glass. Autumn waltzes are now in rotation. And then for Friday stitch with me, which will be music, it'll be Sailing Fairy. And then next Sunday, we will be stitching Daughter of the Deep.
And it's
So,
costume, of course.
Yeah, my first two out on Tuesday as usual. And I'll show off my new kit in there as well. And hopefully try and get an unboxing video done. We'll have to see. But yeah, so thank you so much, everybody. Thanks very much indeed for coming in and spending some time with me. It's much appreciated. I love the fact that you guys come back, you know, night after night, you know, live night after live night. It's lovely. And it's like we're all, you know, just really good mates, isn't it? It's fantastic. So yeah, I will see you all later. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now.
Laters. Bye-bye.